How's it going, people? Welcome back to AFTV. Welcome back to the warm-up. I'm with Cecil and James again. 2 games left of the season, beginning with Crystal Palace away. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good. Actually, I've enjoyed this weekend away from Arsenal.
Yeah.
I feel kind of onwards and upwards. Let's look to the summer. Let's look to, getting the Cronkies out. Let's look to kind of the bigger picture. Kind of the on-field issues are kind of the least important at the moment.
Yeah.
Still enjoying though. Leicester won the FA Cup. Fair play to them. Everton having a bit of a howler and actually maybe allowing us the opportunity to sneak into 7th, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, I feel all right. I feel maybe because Arsenal haven't played, I feel all right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, same. Just is what it is. Coming towards the end now. I'm actually kind of happy that we've got 3 league wins in a row. Little too late. It is a little too late. I'm aware of that. But, we're winning. There's a little bit something to be happy about. I mean, I hope this form continues in the game against Palace and obviously last game against Brighton. So, I'm enjoying the end of the season.
I'm going to ask you about that hope in a minute because, like you said, that hope might get us the inaugural 3rd-tier European competition. So, we'll ask.
It's not going to be that though, is it?
That's not as good. It's not as good as that.
We might be praying for that music again to come next season. Can you imagine?
Well, I think if you win the competition, you'd probably get that great music.
Well, you get the Europa League. Oh, what a price!
I know.
So on to Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Where do we begin?
I think the best place to look is the league table.
Let's go.
Kind of tells you everything you need to know about them.
I haven't looked at this in ages.
And I mean this with all respect in the world to Crystal Palace. They're a safe team. They're going to win some matches. They're going to lose some matches. They're going to be difficult to beat. Most of the time you might beat them. Sometimes you'll lose. They're just kind of... They're that, but they've got some very talented players. Eze, Zaha, very good players. Benteke is finding a bit of form now, but he was a £30 million signing, I think. Came after, didn't work at Liverpool, but a good reputation at Villa. They've got some good players there. I like their left back, Mitchell. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
He was in my fantasy team this week.
Well, there you go. Well
game.
done.
Yeah, congrats.
To come from a goal down, then 2-1 down to beat Villa 3-2, they've got something about them they always kind of have under Hodgson. And actually, I wanted to kind of take this opportunity just to mention Roy Hodgson, a guy who I think was unfairly ridiculed in the England job, I think. I didn't think it was all on him, really. I think at times England were a little unlucky, but yes, it wasn't good enough at the same time. He's a very, very good manager. He's had an amazing career. And what he's done at Fulham, West Brom, there's times it's not worked out, and he's obviously got a career before that. But he's done some good stuff in the Premier League, and I've got no doubt that one of these teams, maybe a newly promoted side, might struggle next season. They'll look to Hodgson, and it's not confirmed whether Hodgson's leaving Palace or not. And I must reiterate that that's kind of up for, they're still sorting that out, basically. But if he were to go, I thought we'd take this opportunity to mention that, he's had a wonderful career, and wherever he goes on to, next, I'm sure will be a success. But
I think he was unlucky in that England job because everyone expected Harry Redknapp to get it them times. And I think that was kind of what, hung over him.
It's probably true. That is probably true.
Yeah. You pull similar faces to Roy Hodgson. I know that sounds bad. There's some mean faces. I know it's random, but I'm telling you, I was just
said you pull similar faces to Hodgson.
Can we get an edit? Can we get an edit of James and Roy Hodgson's mean face next to each other?
The 2 faces blend together.
So where does this come from?
I was looking at some photos. I saw faces. I was like, James pulls that face, and there was another meme of him, and I was like, James pulls that face as well. Got some similar.
Are you serious?
I'm going to show you straight off as soon as this finishes. I'm going to show you.
I hate this guy. Wow.
Join the queue.
Wow.
Join the queue.
Yeah, I'll have to. Can you sit on this side actually next time? We'll
Bro, I'm going to show you. Trust me. It's the faces when you pull the funny.
I love Hodgson, but I didn't think we had
not that much
similar memeing faces. Yeah.
Not enough to wish you look like him.
Exactly. Let's move on from that.
Oh, that was a meme. See, that's what we call it, the Hodgson look.
Weird bloke. Right. The last 10. I'm just not going to talk to you. The last 10. Kind of, again, they do this. They have better starts to the season than they do ends. I remember last season they ended horrendously, actually. I don't think they won a game in Project Restart, or maybe not many. This is kind of tells you what you need to know. They kind of win the games you think they'd win. They lose the ones you expect them to lose. They'll pick up a point at Everton every now and again, or a point against United. That's kind of what I expect from them. I'm really not trying to sound disrespectful about Palace. They're a very good side. I don't look forward to the trip to Selhurst Park.
Yeah.
It's difficult. They don't give you points there.
Facts.
They never really have. But at the same time, they're not a team I go into thinking, a point would be good.
Yeah.
No, you should be winning this. And I think their form kind of tells you that. Good side, but we should be winning.
I remember beginning of the season, I was asked who I think we relegated. I said Fulham, West Brom and Palace. Because
Did you? Wow, okay.
After the Project Restart, their form, and I just thought, you know what, they're a club that, the next major event to happen at Crystal Palace will then be relegated, in my opinion. The way they've been going the past few years and the lack of development, the lack of foresight, forward thinking, digging their heels in with Zaha, for example. But they've not necessarily surprised me. They beat the drop, and Sheffield United have really embarrassed themselves this year. But I think Crystal Palace, they're on a downhill trajectory.
Okay. What are we on?
As in going through.
We're talking about us.
I think we're on the same one, just different mountains.
We're on a skydive trajectory.
Yeah. We'll see you there, Palace. We're coming.
They're just going down a little hill.
Yeah.
We're flying from above me. But I think, they've managed to stay in the league again. They need a big summer.
Quite comfortably as well. I mean, it shouldn't go unnoticed that they're only 5 points behind Villa, who were having an amazing season just the other day. Wolves, again, who, the great Nuno Espirito Santo and what he's been doing at Wolves. It's not, Palace aren't, and they're never that far away. That's the thing with Palace is, this isn't just now, they're never that far from the teams that you look at and go, wow, they're having great. The other teams just tend to play maybe slightly better football, have maybe slightly more like trendy players.
Yeah, names.
But Palace are never that far away, and look, comfortably above the relegation zone, and we're never really in that discussion. So they do what they should be doing at a bare minimum anyway.
Talking about comfortably above the relegation zone. Arsenal, 55 points, look, nice.
Yeah, we can relax now, I think we're safe. Cecil, you take this, man. What's there to say about this?
Bro, it's more it's the European Conference League that's just in my mind right now. Do we want to be in it? Do we not? Like, where do you guys want to be in it? Would you like to see Arsenal in it next season, or do you not? I personally,
I wonder where Turkish stands.
What positive outlook can he say for this one? Yeah, I'd love to see him here.
The only positive from that is there's 2 games left.
My God.
Yeah, that's the only positive I see on that table right there.
Oh my Lord. For me, I'm going to quickly talk. For me personally, as a fan and someone who's part of AFTV, I would like to see us in it, to do the travelling and speaking to fans around the country and wherever the teams are going to be, because it might be like, I don't know, Kazakhstan FC or some crazy team.
Yeah.
But I want to love to go out there with AFTV, speak to fans in that country and understand what their take on Arsenal is, and obviously
travelling's always fun. Travelling's always fun.
That's my personal what I want as well. That's a bit greedy, but for the team, and do they deserve even to be in any European competition? No. Next season, I think we should have a whole season out of European football. I think that's the best for us. But you guys,
good luck with those trips if we do get in.
You're not going to come with me, no?
Good luck with those trips if we do get in. That's all I'm going to say. You know what it is? It's funny because it's different perspectives, and that's all it is. I understand you'd want to go away, and the away trips for me in Europe when I used to go in Champions League, it was about the experience. It was about the weekend. It was about a few days abroad. But your perspective's slightly different. You haven't been to many European away games, and that's what you want to do. Whereas I've been Munich, Barca, Dortmund, and so on, and that's where I want to get back to. Hence why I'd leave this competition.
Doesn't that make you more excited then to go to different places?
Yeah, because I want to do it for the fact. Don't you want to see other fans around the world? Like, do you not feel like you want to connect with the international fans as well?
Look, social media, we connect.
I hear that.
We connect.
I'm not sure they're really trying to connect. Are you not? Look, obviously going to watch Arsenal play at the Allianz is special.
Yeah.
I think that's what we want.
Wow.
But I'm talking, forget the football, the trip to Munich. Is it not like, Munich again?
I'm very much someone, even when I go on holidays, I appreciate culture. I visit the cities, I visit the areas, I walk around, I speak to locals and all of that.
Not this guy. Have you seen the way he pronounces it?
Yeah.
So don't
Can't ask him for directions. So I'd love it for that. It'd be an eye-opener into some cities that I probably would never have gone to if it wasn't for this Conference League, if we was to get into it. And I love that. I love different cultures, and I love learning about different areas and livelihoods and so on. That's what I'd take from it. But if you ask me, do I want to be in it? No.
Okay.
I'd rather be
Interesting.
chilling in the week than go to wherever we're going to.
Look, we're here to talk about Arsenal as a football club, not AFTV and our sort of welfare livelihoods.
Yeah. All right.
No, I hear what you're saying. I've been agreeing,
Okay.
but I'm with you. I think this team, especially if it's a young team, or at least the players that we're putting a lot of hope into are very young. I think they need a year out of it. And I know everyone was saying that there's no positives to being out of Europe. I get that if there's actually a chance of getting Europa League or Champions League, but knowing there's pretty much not, no, I'm that carries me over to the side of, well, then if it's not, Europa League's different. Europa League becomes vaguely prestigious when you get to the quarter semis. You know, again, we saw the latter stages when Man United, Roma, Ajax, Villarreal, Arsenal, some big clubs were in it. And I can get on board with that. The prize is a Champions League. So that's fine. That kind of holds its weight in its own way. But this is different for me. I just think it wouldn't be worth it. If we got into it, you send the kids, and I'm not even joking, I know Arteta would have to go, or send Steve Bold. And I don't mean to disrespect it, but I just think where Arsenal are at the moment, we need those 5 days on the training pitch.
Yeah.
I see Arsenal trying to do things that are clearly intended by Arteta, because we know he's staying now. Clearly he's trying to coach something he's not got the time to coach.
Yeah.
Not trying to defend him. I'm just saying that's kind of the reality of the situation. The players, the manager's not good enough to do it over a couple of days either. You know, this isn't like Rodgers who can come in and this is how we play, this is what we're going to do. So, yes, I would very much like a year out. At the moment, you look at the league table, Everton are in freefall. They just can't do it at home.
Yeah.
Lost at home to Sheffield United, so you feel like we might squeeze eighth. I'd like to finish above Everton, don't get me wrong. Like, there was this whole narrative about whether we should have got Ancelotti or not. Ancelotti's a better manager than Arteta, of course. But I wasn't convinced by the Ancelotti argument. So I'd be happy with that. I don't see Tottenham or West Ham completely collapsing.
No, 2 games left.
So yes, eighth is kind of...
Where we'll be sitting roughly towards the end. And let's get the record straight. I think, I agree with you. I think we should have a year out of European football. I did say that for the team, but for my selfish and personal reasons,
I actually agree with that. Don't get me wrong. Like it'd be fun, but it's
I'm just tired of the juggle. I'm tired of juggling. So-called priorities towards the end of the season. Like, this season was done for me. You don't know, January, February, before I even came in here. It was done for me, but the Europa League was that, that burning candle that still got the flame. You know, we were all waiting for that flame to go out before we really, see the reality of the situation. It's happened to be a semi-final, but if you look at this season, it was a juggle at the end. Not necessarily a juggle because the Premier League, we lost it pretty early, but it was waiting. 3 years ago of Emery, it was waiting. We dropped out of top 4, then it was Europa League final. Then we faced the reality then. Last season, we were poor in the league, but the FA Cup saved us from the reality of the situation. So I just want a season where this is the competition that gets you what we want us to go into. Not FA Cup, not Carabao Cup. This is the one. Not this and that, this.
And actually, you've just opened my eyes to something that's spot on. The juggling thing, I think, took our attention away from actually how possible top 4 was still via the league. And what I mean by that, we very recently dropped points at home to Fulham and Everton.
Yep.
We should have won. That was after Slavia Prague, remember? So we should have won those games. If we had, we'd be on 60. Well, that would put us 6th and 4 points off the top 4. So take it back even further. Burnley. Take it back even further. Wolves, Villa. When we all thought the season was done in December, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I understand why we thought that way. And the reason we're saying it was because we were never going to show consistency like none of these other teams have. Why were we going to show consistency that others couldn't? But we're not asking for a lot more consistency. We're just asking for a couple extra results that have gone our way. And I think there was a lot of this kind of, we played a weakened side here because we knew we had the big game against Olympiacos in midweek. And it's like, really? There was something attainable here via the league, and it did feel like we threw it away a little too early. So it's frustrating, and I think almost if we were to get 3 points on a Saturday, and then what's the next thing? Go get another 3 points. Not go beat Rapid Vienna, go get the next 3 points, and the next 3 points.
Who's that down to? Manager or players, or both?
No, I'll be honest, I'll defend the players and manager here. I think that's just the nature. We were second favourites to win that Europa League. So I understand why we did that. It's just a natural result of the situation we were in. And now we're sitting here thinking, even to this day, we could scrape 6th. But scraping, I mean, for everything that's gone on, this could have been more comfortable. But I'm sure other teams are saying that too.
Yeah, and scraping 6th is not where we want to be, regardless. Even if we was to get it this season, I think we want to be much further up.
Yeah.
And have a much better season than we've had. But it is what it is. We are here.
Yeah, all right, Palace. Some team news I thought we'd quickly do. I know you want to touch on their Danger Man.
Yeah.
Let's do your Danger Man.
Danger Man?
Go on. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, well,
You're
I'm
being
feeling
kind.
nice, yeah.
So, Danger Man.
Roy Hodgson here's
Most people think probably go with Zaha, but I've gone with Eze. Just all the games I've watched with him recently, I just think he's class. He's got 4 goals this season, 6 assists. When he gets on the ball, he creates. He does. He drives at defenders, breaks the lines, and as a young talent, I believe he's 22 years old. He's someone definitely for the future of Palace, or maybe at I'm not going to say a bigger club, that sounds harsh, but yeah, he might get a signing this summer. But yeah, I just like the look of him. Someone we should be worried about, or someone I'd like to see at Arsenal one day.
He was in our academy, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, he was in the Arsenal academy. Eze makes me hate the big six, and the big clubs. Really, he does, because Eze's quality. And I'm not playing Mr. Hindsight here. I've been saying for ages, look to the Championship. There's some really good players there. I know Ben Rama's been iffy, but you can see he's got quality. Virgil van Dijk, I don't think he was in the Championship, but he was at Celtic first, then went to Southampton. There are good players at clubs that I think our clubs sort of like look down on. We should be signing from a Lille, we should be signing from a Valencia, we should be signing. There's some good players there.
And I've been. Listen, you can blame me as well for that. We've all done that in the past. I remember when we was linked to Johnny Evans, I was like, nope. We got Mustafi, and I thought it was a better signing. But lo and behold, here we are now. Johnny Evans just won the FA Cup, and Mustafi's getting chased out of his hotel room in Germany. You know, so we all make mistakes.
Well, obviously, we wish him well. Yes, exactly. And I do think there's a degree of go get the players who've proved it in England, not just the Premier League. They've done it in England. They understand the schedule. They understand the footballing culture. All that. I think there's a lot to that. I mean, you've kind of played in it. I mean,
I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm very much on that. Get players that played in the Prem or English, played in English football, because it's a culture. And Arteta's excuses. Players that come from abroad need time to bed in and all that. So why waste your time?
Eze didn't need time to bed in.
Exactly. There's you could list loads of players that need time to bed in, but yeah, I agree.
Ollie Watkins, look what he's doing at Villa.
Yeah, there's another one.
Exactly. There's Jack Grealish was in the Championship for 3 years.
One.
For 3 years he was in the Championship.
Yeah, Tottenham tried to get him.
But you know, people knew for a long time that he was good enough.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a surprise. Oh wow, look at Grealish. Known for like 5 years, since that FA Cup final that we beat them. We knew for years that he was a really good player.
Yeah, before they went down.
Yeah, but no one wanted to pick him up. Do we do some team news? And I want to put a different slant on this, because we're going to do our starting 11s in a sec as well. There's players who apparently want to leave. According to Athletic, check out David Ornstein, James McNicholas and their coverage of sort of Arsenal's transfers there. But they said that this is very different. Not Arsenal have transfer listed. These players want to leave. It's very different. So apparently the names they've said are Bernd Leno, although he said in an interview recently that he's not pushing his way out or looking to leave. But they said Leno, they said Hector Bellerin, David Luiz, who, okay, we now know he's definitely off. Just celebrations. Granit Xhaka and Willian.
Oh.
So
there's a smile there. I haven't seen one of them.
We've put
celebrations. Come on.
Bloody hell. Look at me so.
Even the thought of us moving on excites me a little bit. You know, even the thought of it, let it happen.
Oh no, we might get a happy Turkish.
You might do.
Imagine the shows with a happy Turkish.
I know. He turns up in the mornings. I'm like, hi Turkish, and just nothing. But maybe I might get a hello. Maybe I might get something from it.
The shows with a happy Turkish might be like, how's it going, people?
I gotta do a backflip by Cecil, everything into my seat.
Might be getting a little dance.
Oh no.
Just have 999 speed dial just
he
in
comes
case.
back flipping his way into the show.
How's it going, people? Off the backflip.
So that's music to my ears. Some of those names on that list, I've been waiting a long time. Even with Willian, it feels like a long time, and that's only been a season. But
less than a year, actually.
yeah,
Less than 12
imagine.
months.
But Bellerin, Xhaka, for example, two names that I've been very critical of over the years. It's harsh at times, but I still believe it to be the truth.
Surprised to hear Leno on there, actually. I am. I'm going to be honest.
I think it's going to sound weird. I'm happy for them that they want to leave rather than just Arsenal saying, right, you're out the door. I think there's got to be a degree of, this hasn't worked for anyone. I know we like to joke, but I know we can be quite ruthless, but these guys, they're not bad footballers. You know, there's a reason we signed them, there's a reason they had the reps they did and whatever. And Arsenal aren't a bad football club. You know, there's also reasons why we're ninth and not achieving what we want. So no one here is doing what they were hoping to do, and this kind of marriage of the club and the players hasn't worked out the way we wanted it to. I'm quite happy that there's a degree of, we want to leave, cool, you can leave, we'll figure it out and we'll replenish and we'll go again. That's how I want it. I didn't want this to be some struggle. I think last summer it was a struggle. Ozil didn't want to leave. Kolasinac didn't want to leave. Socrates knew he wasn't going to be in the squad, didn't want to leave. And you know, you don't want that. You want it to just kind of be, just makes it for easier, makes easier business. And yeah, I think it's just kind of, it's just, maybe it's not about this and maybe not being ruthless enough, but it's just nicer, isn't it? You know, to have it that way.
It makes it easier.
Yeah, I think so. But, you know, the big question is, who does Arteta pick now? Because it's becoming very public, A, who he wants to sign, but B, who's potentially off. I may as well start with my 11.
Yeah. Say it so quick before you start your 11.
Yeah.
You say that, players saying they want to go, but he'll probably still pick them. This is the thing with Arteta.
Well, yeah, this is
No, we didn't see
gets
Xhaka in the squad last week.
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
I've seen we've seen
Bellerin.
Bellerin regularly in the squad, and he's made it clear. He's
seen Willian start.
Yeah.
I'm going for Ryan in goal. And then going for Cedric at right back, because I do think he'll have a future, but I don't know why he's not getting the game time.
Yeah.
Centre back, I've gone for Holding and Gabriel, just because Holding's doing all right, and to be honest, I don't care enough to just suddenly whack in Chambers. Left back, Tierney. Midfield, Partey and El Neni. I think El Neni helps get the best out of Partey, and that's a box-to-box role. Odegaard, Smith Rowe and Saka behind Aubameyang. Because the names I've not included there, your Lacazettes. There's talk of Chambers maybe getting a new deal. Nketiah, they're not sure.
Yeah.
Anyone who we're not sure about, they don't play for me. They
Yeah.
don't play. Just play the ones that we know are there next season. And I think that's a good enough 11 anyway.
No, I've tried to do the same, but my first pick with Leno kind of goes against that. But the only reason I picked Leno is because Leno, Ronison or Ryan, I don't want none of them. If Leno wants to go, I don't want him either, for example.
He's not like, I think Ryan's done all right.
No, forget all of them, man. Forget all of them.
Why?
What a loan from Brighton.
No, we're signing permanently as a backup keeper.
Yeah, come on, man.
No thanks.
What's he
Let's
done wrong?
let's get our first choice right before I can even think
But-
about a backup.
So get rid of all of them then I don't think we... Okay.
I'm not saying, listen, to get rid of, you're going to have to bring some in.
Exactly.
We're not going to
This is
replace
exactly.
2 free keepers in one window.
But Bellerin and goal on it.
But if you ask me, in the next 2 years, who do I see out of them 3 being first choice? None of them.
Okay.
Especially if Leno wants to go. If that rumour didn't come out, then I'd say Leno.
Yeah.
But with that rumour coming out, Ryan Ronison I don't trust anyway, and Leno, he's coming across a bit entitled if he is one of the people that wants to.
You don't trust Ryan? What makes you...
It's not that I don't trust him, it's just I don't care for him. Like, we just brought him in loan, just back up from Brighton. It's just,
I like Ryan, so
It's not
I like us to
I
sign
know.
him, but I hear what you're saying.
I've seen him do some good stuff, like commands the area a lot better than Leno. He
He's not a
catches
first
well,
choice
he
yet.
catches at the high point of a cross too, which Leno doesn't do. I like all of them things, but I just don't see him as our long-term first choice or backup keeper.
Okay, fair. Fine.
Cedric right back, I'm going with the Gabriel Mari centre back pairing. Why not? You know, just why not? You know, if we're not going to see it now, we're not going to see it throughout next season. So just why not? Tierney left back. Last week I said send a few of these that are on holiday. It's not happening, so Tierney would go left back. Partey and El Nene would be my pivot.
We'll see him at the protest. Is that Kieran?
Partey, El Nene, my pivot. Emil Smith Rowe with my 10, even though I said he deserves to be on a little holiday as well. He's had the last, good couple games, and I think why not just let him get some more experience. Pepe on the right, Martinelli on the left, with Oba up top. Saka, go on holiday, please, mate. Just please. If anyone deserves a holiday, it's him.
So can I take from that with some of the holiday recalls you've made that you're going full force for the Conference League? Are you?
Yeah, full force for the Conference League, mate.
Full strength squad.
Yeah, all out for the Conference League.
Because
mate,
I'd rather see Balogun there. I'd rather see Aziz play. I'd rather see Lopez be given a goal. I'd rather see these kind of things happen. But it's evident that it's not going to happen. Okay. So I'm just trying to go with what makes sense. And Oba up top with those three behind him. We've queried whether Oba is the man to be leading the line with the three we have behind, because Lacazette seems to suit them more. But let's find out. You know, let's find out. We've got 2 games. We're not going to find out everything in those 2 games, but we might as well get a little eye opener into what we need this summer and moving forward.
Okay. Go on. Cool. Mine's just the same, similar to the last week's team. 3-4-3. Gone for that formation. You guys went for 4-2-3-1. Yeah. So same as we did last week. The same sort of team. Only changes. I've got Matt Ryan in goal instead of Leno, and it's basically I've done the same team of players that I'm assuming are going to stay for next season. So instead of putting Martin Odegaard he was on the right. Instead of putting him there, I put in Martinelli. Different, hasn't played there, but I know he's going to be in next season, and it's just basically the exact same team. Partey and Elneny in the middle as a pairing. Okay. Saka, Tierney. Yeah, I think that they're doing well. We're on a free game, like I said at the start, we're on a 3-game win bounce. So I think keep it going, keep the same formation, get a style of play together. Those players can get the job done. I'm happy to see it. And yeah, the players that should go on holiday, I agree with that as well. Being with a player recently, a Premier League player, he was moaning a lot about how intense the schedule's been. Like a lot of Premier League players are injured at the moment, but they have to just carry on and get on with it. And so for me, I'm like, boy, these players do really need a holiday. So yeah, I think that's what they do need. It's not going to happen, but they should deserve it.
Yeah, we'll see. Predictions?
Oh, sugar.
I actually think it'll be 1-1 because I think they'll try give...
You love a 1-1, you know?
Yeah, I think they'll try give Roy the big send-off if he is off.
Yeah.
And I think they'll have fans back. Selhurst Park will be buzzing, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I just don't know whether we'll really... Fans. Yeah, I just don't know whether we'll really have that extra.
And that Hodgson's on the way out. Like
their fans don't play either. They're loud as well.
The only thing I really should be prepared when I say this. I don't know if there's games on the Tuesday night before the Wednesday. So maybe
there is.
Right. So maybe if results were going our way and Arteta suddenly started believing we could sneak into the top 6, maybe he'd do, I don't know, go for something quite strong, or maybe we'd show some intensity. But
do you trust Arteta to pick
No, I don't even trust us. Mate, I trust everyone to lose their games and us to also lose and not capitalise. Yeah.
What are you going for?
Score prediction 2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I won't ask. Yeah, I can tell you just plucked that out.
Yeah, bro, I don't know why. It's a guess.
Yeah.
And I'm going for 2-2.
Yeah.
I think Palace have got more in it than us. More to play for.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the league, but to the manager going and so on.
Yeah. Well, we're all incredibly assured by our...
Well, he predicted...
There's no
I was thinking 2-1. I'm trying to be positive here.
No losses predicted.
I just guessed. Honestly, I've guessed.
Yeah. Continue this win streak. 4 in a row, then 5 in a row. Season done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Season done.
Yeah.
Done.
Not
just done. Because it's been done for a long time. Any final thoughts?
Nah. Just look, whoever is playing, obviously go out and give it your all, please. Like we need something to celebrate. Yeah. A few good wins and all.
Protest this Sunday. Make sure you're there at the Emirates for the game before the Brighton game.
Yeah, 2 p.m. Emirates Stadium. If you're in and around London, if you're out of London, come on. You got 6 days left to book your tickets in and come support. Last game of the season. It makes sense. This has been the warm up. Crystal Palace away. All the predictions are in. Lineups are in. Let us know yours in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe. Love and peace, people.